My friends, my family, my football community, how we doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you all are enjoying the football that we have. Hope you guys enjoyed the AFC and NFC championships. As you can tell by who I'm going up against, I'm going up against the Bills. I want to talk about the Bills Mafia. I want to talk about what went wrong with this team. What happened? Because they were on fire. A lot of people thought that the Bills Mafia were going to pull off the impossible, that they were going to beat the red-hot Chiefs, and that they were going to the Super Bowl. As I make a pick right there, early game, pick six, gotta love that. Can't ask for a better start. Look at Casey Hayward. Any of you guys know who Casey Hayward is? If you don't, that's a shame. Oh, that's not even Casey Hayward. That's Chris Harris Jr. That's a shame. What are you going to do? I love all my Jack boys anyway. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's get into this. So, the final score of the AFC Championship game was 38-24 Chiefs. Disappointed a lot of people that thought the Bills Mafia were going to go in there and win the game. Especially the Bills fans. That must have been heartbreaking. What went wrong? What happened? Short answer to that, they got outcoached and outplayed. I'm not into the short answers though. I want to dissect everything that went wrong for them. Because a lot went wrong. I mean, seriously, the whole game, it looked like everything the Bills was doing was wrong, and everything that the Chiefs did was right. Yeah. They got dominated for a lot of it, especially the Bills' defense. But let's get into it. So, the first thing that went wrong for the Bills was they were not aggressive enough. For example, not going for it on fourth down in big-time situations. For example, not going for it on fourth down when it's the end of the half. You're down 21-9. It's 4th and 2 in the red zone. And you decide to kick the field goal. Why did the Bills decide to kick that field goal? Is it because every point counts? Yes, that is true. Every point certainly does count. You don't want to walk away with nothing. 3 points does not really help you in that situation. How does it not help if every point counts? That's a great question. Okay, 21-12. Still a 2-possession game as this guy just misses his extra point. Okay, I'll take that. That's fine. But 21-12, after they kick the field goal, it's still a 2-possession game. It's like, we kind of did something right, I guess. You're not going to beat the Chiefs like that, as they learned. Let's talk about this. Mahomes has lost 8 times in his starting career in the regular season, and he only has 1 postseason loss to the Patriots in the AFC Championship. Okay, let's talk about those 8 losses in the regular season. One of those losses, he lost 19-13. That was week 5 in 2019 against the Colts. Okay, the next game after that, the other 7, the lowest number scored to beat him was 29 points. Let's round that up to 30. You have to score 30 points offensively if you're going to beat Mahomes and his Chiefs. That's what you have to do. Okay? The final score of this game was 38-24. They came kind of close, but not really. Take away all those field goals, make them touchdowns, and now we have a much closer game. But they didn't do any of that. They would not push the envelope on fourth down. Instead, they settled for points, and they ended up losing this game. Let's think about it. There was one loss Mahomes had this season as well. He lost to the Raiders. You know how many points the Raiders put up? 40. Think about this. He lost to the Rams in 2018. He lost 54-51. He lost to the Patriots in 2018, 43-40. Yeah. You got to win shootouts if you're going to beat the Chiefs. For these reasons, this video will specifically talk about the offensive mistakes for the Bills, because every defense is going to have a hard time stopping the Chiefs. They're too explosive, they're too quick, too many playmakers, but your offense can help you out. It's special if you get a stop against the Chiefs. It's not special kicking a field goal against them. Well, let's talk about the second thing that went wrong for them. And this was on the coaching end. Predictable play calling in crucial situations. So let's go back to the beginning of the game, okay? First drive, 2nd and 9. They hit an RPO for the first down. For those that don't know what the RPO is, it stands for run pass option. The quarterback gets the ball. He has the option to either hand it off to his running back and they can run it, or he can keep it and throw it. That's what the RPO is. Okay? So first drive, 2nd and 9, they hit the RPO, first down. Good, as this guy just takes it up. Okay, yeah, that's good for him too. Okay, same drive, 4th and 1. They go for an RPO again. They get the first down. Okay, good. We've done it twice. All right. Same drive. It's 3rd and 3. What play do they dial up? The RPO. This time, it's almost intercepted. That is not good. Now, the drive stalls out, and they have to kick the field goal. Now, to me, right after that 4th down conversion, I would have said, okay, we got him there, but they're probably going to be on the lookout for that. Maybe we need to switch it up a little. Maybe we need to get a little bit more creative or just go a different direction altogether. No, they don't. They don't, and they have to settle for 3. They don't get the touchdown. They kick the field goal. Why? Predictable play calling. Now, if that wasn't enough, let's go later in the game. Let's talk about the 4th quarter when they desperately needed a score. 4th quarter, desperately needing a score, and in the red zone. What play do they dial up? You guessed it, the RPO. This time, the Chiefs were all over it. Intercepted, no 3, no 6. Chiefs ball the other way. What are you doing? Brian Dable. Buddy, knock, knock. Anybody home? Is anybody in there? Can we think of anything better than an RPO that we have tried over and over again? They couldn't do it. Their predictable play calling got them into a hole that they could not climb themselves out of. Let's get into the third reason as to why the Bills fell apart against the Chiefs. And this is on Josh Allen. Josh Allen not handling pressure effectively enough. Now, it's very easy for me and everyone else to say that he didn't do a good enough job, because we're not the ones playing quarterback, having to take the big hits and make the big time plays. And he did make some big time plays. Josh Allen had an excellent game. I know they lost, but still, he was remarkable. He made big plays in certain situations. He scrambled a lot. We saw his mobility. Also, we saw his strong arm. However, what we didn't see enough of was him handling the pass rush. Now, you might be asking me, how does the quarterback handle the pass rush? Isn't that the offensive line's job? And yes, you would be right. That is correct. But the quarterback has a way of managing pressure, and that is through use of his hot receivers, which Josh Allen did not use effectively enough. Now, let's talk about that. What do I mean when I say he didn't use his hot receivers enough? Okay, so when a defense brings more pressure than the offense has blockers, okay, one of the receivers becomes hot. What that means is when they're bringing, so let's say I got a guy on the left side lined up in the slot. Okay? He's going to run a drag, let's just say. Okay? He's running or a slant just to make it even easier. If they're bringing pressure from the left side, okay, I will slide my line right. Okay? And I will say, as the quarterback, I got those two guys to my offensive lineman. I got those two. Don't worry about them. Why? Because if they come, right, I'm going to see them. And I'm going to get the ball out before they get to me. Now, think about this. If they are bringing pressure from one side, what are they not bringing? Coverage. They are abandoning coverage for pressure. So the quarterback sees that pre-snap and understands, okay, O-line, you got these guys. Those one or two guys, if they come, I'll take care of them. Don't worry about them. Josh Allen didn't do that well enough, especially against the Chiefs. The Chiefs love to bring pressure, yet he didn't do it. Let's talk about this. So, 2nd and 8 on the second drive of the game. The Chiefs send the blitz. Not only does Allen not get the ball out quick enough, but he takes a terrible sack. Puts them at 3rd and 23 as I make an interception in a big time. Oh, man. That time it's Casey Hayward. I got it right that time. Okay. All right. 3rd and 23. What was that? Yeah, terrible sack. Puts them at a 3rd and 23. I don't know any offensive coordinator that's got it written down on the play sheet that if we take a terrible sack and it's 3rd and 23, this is the play we're going to. It's just not there. It's too much. Then we go first drive of the second quarter. It's 3rd and 7. The Chiefs bring pressure like usual, but Josh Allen doesn't hit his hot receiver underneath. Ends up being 4th and forever. They have no shot at a long field goal, and they waste another possession. Allen needs to get the ball out quicker, especially when they're bringing pressure. As I drop a laser right into Keenan Allen, how you doing? When they're bringing pressure like that, when Allen drops back, he does a 3-step drop back right when that 3rd and final step occurs. Right when his heel digs into the turf, that ball needs to get out. You do not have the luxury of sitting back and waiting for your deeper routes to develop. That does not happen when they're bringing 6 or 7 guys at you. You got to get that ball out. He doesn't do it. He takes sacks when he doesn't need to. They leave points on the board. They waste possessions. And then at the end of the game, it's 38-24. The Chiefs are celebrating, doing their chants. The Bills Mafia wants to fight the people before they even get off the field. Yeah, this is what happens. That's what happens when you're not aggressive enough. Josh Allen doesn't handle pressure effectively. And there's too much predictable play calling. It's sad, but that's what happens when you're playing the Chiefs. How do you think I feel as a Chargers fan? We face them twice a year. So, yeah. But that's what it's going to take. If you're going to beat the Chiefs, you need to play a near perfect game. You need to take risks, pull out all the stops as I make a game-ending interception here. I don't think this guy's ever coming back from this. But the Bills will be back. They will be back, and they'll be better than ever. Josh Allen's great, and that team is great. Thanks for watching, guys.